Happy Wednesday, YouTube! The last few days have seen us sitting back and watching the mystery play out, but it is time to get involved. I have control over what I do today, and on top of investigating Kanji's disappearance, I can move about Inoba and do as I please. Before we get to that point, we've got a dialogue scene to ramble over, and a Teddy to visit. So let's make it happen, Captain. Captain Crunch, I'm hungry. You may have noticed that I faded through a bit of the dialogue earlier because it is just regurgitated information we've already gotten numerous times. They take the time to rethink how watching the Midnight Channel happens. How do you forget how to watch the Midnight Channel? We've watched it 3 nights in a row. Script needs editor bad. Though, on the other hand, it's good that they take the time to recall and give you the information you need, make sure everyone is on the same page and whatnot. It also gives it a nice, consistent, slow pace. That's something Persona 2 could not do. I'm playing through that for the very first time. I've never played it before. If I'm going to call myself a Persona fan, I need to play the pre-Persona 3 games because they are very different. This is like Final Fantasy 1 through 5 compared to Final Fantasy 10 onward, you know. I'll get back to all this in a minute, but Chie is raising a important point that I wanted to talk about. This touches on another aspect of the TV that I'm not certain was explained well enough, or it might become better explained later. Can people see us on the TV? Chie wasn't kidnapped, and it wasn't midnight or raining that day we went after Yukiko. So there should be no way that we can be seen. I think this is just another moment for Chie where she switches her brain off. Hey, you know, that's rank 3 of the Fool. Oh, sweet. No work necessary there. All right. Anyway, it's easy to get confused with all of what is going on. If I was in their situation, I certainly wouldn't be keeping track of everything as well as they are. But if you had been writing down the facts like I told everyone to, Chie, you wouldn't be making this rookie mistake. Rules of Detectives number 37. It's Dojima's Bible. He reads it to me in bed. A detective is only as good as his notepad. If you don't got notes, you're a boats. That's right, I said it. They try to censor me, but it never works. Hi, Teddy. Whilst Teddy faces the first of many an existential crisis, let's get back to Persona 2, Innocent Sin. There are actually 2 games in the Persona 2 duology, hence the duology. I'm only a few hours in, but this is the point where if I'm not getting the gist of the game, then it's doing something wrong, in my opinion. It's dated, first off. It is a PS1 game, even though I'm playing it on the PSP version. There's changes to the system, but it's still, in essence, the same thing. The battles are terribly slow, and its battle system was the basis for P3 and P4, but they are very different. Hitting weaknesses doesn't give you another turn, so that isn't really your focus. The rate at which turns fall in is different. Any characters can equip whatever persona, but the success rate of the combination is different for each character. Leveling kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VIII, where the persona you have equipped determines stat growth, except for your main character. You just put your stats into whatever category is kind of more like a traditional RPG. But all that aside, so far the development of the story and the circumstances of what's going on, why things are happening, is anywhere from a hot mess to just not explained. The game is about rumors, and they say all rumors are coming true after just one thing that's sort of a vague rumor happens, and there's no reason for them to believe that all rumors are coming true because of this one thing. There's just not a connection there. The Velvet Room playing into things is glanced over. There are demons everywhere, and you're not sure if that's a normal thing or something you only see. Without going into further detail, you go, what the hell happens every 2 minutes. It just doesn't come across well. But this is a discussion for a later date. Let's play this video game. Now the day is mine to do as I please, and it's about time I wrested the reins back. We've been watching story for some time. After selling the spoils from the last dungeon run, Deidara forged a charm robe, which I'm going to pick up for Yukiko, get her some more magic. That should keep her cozy for a while. I sell the cool beads, that there's a little too much yen there to pass up right now, and buy shield boots for Chie. I believe those give her some endurance on top of the attack boost. Very good stuff. Now, let me tell you about investigation days. Gone are the days of everything being figured out in cutscenes. We have to find something Teddy can use to trace Kanji in the Shadow World. The investigation team members won't be available to social link with until we get this settled. So I need to get this done as soon as possible. I can ask people and friends around town for clues where to look for evidence. This particular investigation takes 2 days. First, I swing by Tetsumi Textiles and talk to Kanji's mom, and she puts me on the right track to go to June S. Talk to somebody there. There we go. Looking for a small boy wearing a hat, and he's going to be back here tomorrow. Decided to return here tomorrow. So that is all I can do for the investigation today, and there aren't any social links for me to pursue. So it's time to tie up some loose ends and run some errands. I got quests to turn in at school, so let's get that over with. Give this guy the Ritz wire. Hand over that Olympic tape. Cool, 2 to go. Olympic tape is really great because you can raise your evasion and hit rate during battle. I'm going to love that come boss time in the next dungeon. Go over to the Shady Student, some Dokodami teas, those cure poison. Finally, this guy is around again. The reward was not really worth the stress over thinking I missed one of the easiest quests, but another go home is always appreciated. Step over to the other side of the classroom for the final school quest. And here's a weird scenario. You can give her the wrong statue. Don't know what goes down if you do that. Wasn't risking the quest to find out, so just hand over the angel statue. And some chest keys. Plenty good. Be able to get some good loot in the next dungeon. It takes some time to investigate what else I can do for today, and I forgot I can go and head over and finish this sketchy booze run. Give this guy the stuff. Item he requested, the Mori Ranmu we got from the Shadow Konishi Liquors. 4,000 yen. Oh my goodness. I'm a bootlegger. And you know what? That is not the end of the questing. I lied. We got more to do. I stopped by the shrine to visit Meryl the Fox, and I'm going to take a request from one of the Emmas here, and that turns into an actual quest that I can complete to raise the Hermit social link. Taking a quest at the shrine does not consume time during your day, so you can do it whenever, but turning in a quest does. That is when your social link gets raised, and that's going to take up the rest of your afternoon. So choose your days for doing that wisely. Return to school to start up this quest for love. This is one that takes 3 days. I have to talk to this female student at 3 separate times in the school. She runs away and leaves behind a love note. What's this? A love note? In my shoebox? But that's where my shoes go. Yosuke wrote this, didn't he? That's why he's always calling me up, asking who I like. He wants to know what his chances are. Sorry, bro, we can be partners, but not in that way. Keep up your awesome body, broske. Not seeing any other options to do with the day, I stopped by Aya. Might as well raise one of my stats with the fuds. It's quite delicious, however you waited so long that your appetite went away. Oh, no. That's okay though, we're getting diligence. If I did my math right, that should get us to level 2 the next time I grab points in diligence. Head back home, and Nanako is available to social link. We are not going to be able to raise the link today, but we'll spend some time with her and raise the affinity. I actually thought I had nabbed enough affinity points to go through several ranks before having to spend a day like this, but now you can see that nothing happened that night. That is all for today. A lot of questing. I'm actually surprised the way this edit turned out because the actual amount of time I spent on this day was close to about 45 minutes trying to find all the things that I could get done. Tomorrow, we're going to start up a string of social links, and then starting next week, early next week, I'm going to be going into the dungeon, the Steamy Bathhouse. Stay tuned. Have a happy, I'll see you tomorrow.